Pop star Justin Timberlake was arrested overnight for driving while intoxicated. The Grammy winner is set to appear in court today after his arrest in Sag Harbor, New York.
From boy band heartthrob to problematic pop prince, Justin Timberlake's career has been a roller coaster of hits, misses, and shocking scandals. The most recent and devastating scandal was the shameful DUI arrest. Today, we're diving deep into JT's most infamous moments. Before we begin, please consider to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot to us. Justin got his start as a child performer on Star Search and the Mickey Mouse Club. It was there that he met future girlfriend Britney Spears and NSYNC bandmate JC Chasez. In 1995, Justin became part of NSYNC, one of the biggest boy bands of all time. But even in these early days, there were hints of Justin's competitive nature and desire to be the center of attention. Former Mouseketeer Ryan Gosling has said Justin was always trying to stand out and be the funniest one in the group.
And then when they hired me, they realized that I couldn't really dance or sing. I wasn't talented. So they stopped using me on the show.
This need to be in the spotlight would become a recurring theme throughout Justin's career. In the late 1990s, as NSYNC exploded in popularity, Justin emerged as the clear breakout star. Their album, No Strings Attached, was the best-selling album of 2000. Justin began dating pop princess Britney Spears around this time as well. Get it? He's the prince of pop, and she's the princess of pop.
I was thinking you were kind of hot, too.
We should go out. We should really go out.
They were music's golden couple, young, talented, and on top of the world. But cracks were starting to form behind the scenes. In her recent memoir, Britney revealed some shocking details about their relationship. She writes that Justin was a serial cheater throughout their time together, constantly unfaithful while she remained devoted to him. Even more disturbingly, she claims that when she became pregnant with Justin's child in 2000, he pressured her into having an abortion to protect both of their careers. Britney describes the at-home abortion as one of the most painful experiences of her life, both physically and emotionally. She says Justin laid on the floor next to her playing guitar while she writhed in agony for hours. It's a chilling image that paints Justin in an incredibly callous light. When they eventually broke up in 2002, Justin launched a vicious smear campaign against Britney in the media. He implied she had cheated on him and been unfaithful, crafting a narrative that painted him as the wronged party.
He's left the impression that you weren't faithful, that you betrayed the relationship.
I think everyone has a side to their story.
His hit song, Cry Me a River, and its accompanying music video featuring a Britney lookalike further fueled rumors of her infidelity. In interviews, Justin didn't hesitate to throw Britney under the bus. He made crude comments about their sex life and mocked her publicly. On Saturday Night Live, he even joked about hitting it with a popular female singer who claimed to be a virgin.
He'll date a popular female singer. Publicly, they'll claim to be virgins, but privately, he hid it.
It was clear he was referencing Britney and exposing intimate details about their relationship for laughs. On a Barbara Walters special, he performed an unreleased song called Horrible Woman, which was clearly about Britney.
At least you gave me another song about a horrible woman.
What we didn't know at the time was that Justin himself had been unfaithful to Britney numerous times throughout their relationship. So while Justin was publicly painting Britney as the villain, he had actually treated her horribly behind closed doors. He used their breakup to garner sympathy and boost his image as he launched his solo career. It was a calculated PR move that came at Britney's expense.
Yeah, it was a weird time. Ew, I'm embarrassed. Can we stop this?
In 2002, Justin's debut solo album, Justified, was a massive hit, cementing him as a bona fide superstar. But success didn't curb his problematic behavior. In 2003, he sparked controversy by grabbing Kylie Minogue's butt on stage at an award show. He bragged about it later, saying he copped a feel and rated her butt a 58 out of 10.
By the way, can I grab your ass again?
No!
Okay, fine.
Perhaps Justin's most infamous scandal came in 2004 during his Super Bowl halftime performance with Janet Jackson. At the end of their duet, Justin ripped part of Janet's costume off, briefly exposing her breast on live TV. The wardrobe malfunction caused a media firestorm. While both artists initially called it an accident, Janet took the brunt of the backlash. She was uninvited from the Grammy Awards and blacklisted by MTV, VH1, and major radio stations. Her career took a massive hit that she never fully recovered from. Justin, on the other hand, faced virtually no consequences. He was still allowed to attend and perform at the Grammys just 1 week later and even won 2 awards. His career continued to flourish while Janet was left to deal with the backlash alone. Years later, stylist Wayne Scott Lucas claimed the stunt was actually planned by Justin in an attempt to one-up Britney and Christina Aguilera's buzzworthy VMA performance with Madonna. Whether intentional or not, Justin threw Janet under the bus and let her career suffer while he faced minimal consequences.
He said, if you consider it 50-50, then I probably got 10% of the blame. I think America is harsher on women.
But even as his professional life soared, his personal life was riddled with drama. Justin began dating Cameron Diaz in 2003, and tabloids frequently reported on Justin's alleged cheating. In 2007, after nearly 4 years together, Justin and Cameron split after Justin kissed Jessica Simpson.
We shared a nostalgic kiss. Apparently, him and Ryan Gosling had a bet on who would kiss me first when they were 12 years old, and so he texted Ryan and said he won the bet.
Just a week later, Justin was linked to actress Jessica Biel. Their relationship was shaky from the start. According to inside sources, Justin was emotionally manipulative and constantly kept Jessica on edge. He would break up with her, only to come crawling back months later professing his love. Despite the red flags, Jessica seemed determined to make it work. In 2011, after yet another breakup, Justin told Vanity Fair that Jessica was the most significant person in my life. They reunited once again and got engaged later that year. But even as they planned their wedding, Justin's wandering eye remained a problem. Jessica allegedly continued finding other women's phone numbers in Justin's pockets. She was smart enough to include a $500,000 infidelity clause in their prenup when they married in 2012. Sadly, it seems Jessica's concerns were well-founded. Just 2 years into their marriage, Justin was caught getting cozy with one of his backup dancers while on tour in Paris. Photos showed them holding hands and looking intimate at a nightclub. Then in 2019, another major scandal erupted when Justin was spotted holding hands with his Palmer co-star, Alicia Wainwright, during a night out in New Orleans. Witnesses said the two were very affectionate, with Justin placing Alicia's hand on his knee at one point. Adding fuel to the fire, Justin wasn't wearing his wedding ring. He later issued a public apology, claiming it was a strong lapse in judgment fueled by alcohol. But the damage was done. Sources said Jessica was very upset and embarrassed by Justin's behavior and that divorce was on the table. But Jessica has stood by Justin through scandal after scandal, all at the cost of her own self-esteem and happiness. Beyond his messy personal life, Justin has also faced serious allegations of racism and cultural appropriation throughout his career. In 2003, his former tour manager sued him for $9.6 million, claiming Justin and other NSYNC members would use racial slurs and make derogatory comments toward black employees. The lawsuit alleged that Justin and his bandmates would say things like, "You N-words ain't worth shit" to their black staff members. In 2016, he sparked backlash by tweeting support for Jesse Williams' BET Award speech about racial injustice.
Burying black people out of sight and out of mind while extracting our culture, our dollars, our entertainment like oil, black gold.
Many pointed out Justin's history of profiting off black culture while failing to speak out on important issues. Justin's tone-deaf response only made things worse. He claimed he felt misunderstood and that we are all one.
Justin Timberlake getting away with just stealing black music and doing what they want to do, making millions of dollars. And when black people make the music, oh, that's so ghetto.
His tweets came across as dismissive of the very real issues of systemic racism that Williams had addressed in his speech. The backlash was swift, with many accusing Justin of being the exact type of clueless white person that Williams had called out. In 2018, Justin wore a Time's Up pin to the Golden Globes in support of the Me Too movement against sexual harassment, but he was called out for hypocrisy, given his work with alleged abuser Woody Allen and his own history of objectifying women. As controversy after controversy piled up, Justin's once unstoppable career began to lose steam.
We hurt their baby.
Go away.
His 2018 album, Man of the Woods, received lukewarm reviews, with critics calling it shallow and uninspired. The accompanying tour was a flop with low ticket sales. His 2024 comeback single, Selfish, failed to make much of an impact on the charts.
Either way, I'm so happy you chose my show for your comeback.
Even worse, Britney's fans rallied to stream her 2011 song of the same name, pushing it past Justin's new release on iTunes. It was a humbling moment that showed just how far Justin had fallen. This brings us to Justin's latest and perhaps most devastating scandal. On June 18, 2024, Justin was arrested for driving while intoxicated in the Hamptons. According to police, he was observed running a stop sign and failing to maintain his lane. He was determined to be intoxicated and arrested. The young Sag Harbor officer who pulled Justin Timberlake over at the scene of the arrest didn't recognize him and didn't even know who he was when he saw his name. When he got arrested, Timberlake reportedly muttered under his breath, "This is going to ruin the tour." The arrest report states that Justin told the officer, "I had one martini and I followed my friends home." He was charged with DWI and 2 traffic violations. This marks Justin's first major run-in with the law and could have serious consequences for his career and public image. The fans were quick to play this old clip where he had some words for Britney.
Stop drinking. You know who you are. I'm speaking to you. Stop drinking. You're gonna get sloppy.
That clearly didn't age well. So how has Justin responded to this latest controversy? Well, in typical JT fashion, he's trying to brush it off and win back public favor through carefully crafted statements and performances. Just days after his arrest, Justin was back on stage for his Forget Tomorrow World Tour. At his Chicago show on June 21st,
It's been a tough week. I know sometimes I'm hard to love, but you keep on loving me, and I love you right back.
the next night he went even further in trying to appeal to fans' emotions. He gave a speech about how he and his fans have grown up together over nearly 3 decades. Justin said, "I want each and every one of you to know I've grown up with you. You have been such a big and beautiful part of my life, and sometimes I can't find the words to show my gratitude that you guys just keep riding with me and riding with me." He went on to say his fans have made his life so special and that he'll never forget each and every one of you.
I want you guys to know that I reciprocate that. I mean, I've grown up with you.
But for many, Justin's arrest was the last straw in a long line of disappointing behavior. On social media, fans and critics alike expressed frustration with Justin's apparent lack of growth and accountability over the years. Is Justin truly grateful for his fans' support through thick and thin? Or is he once again trying to win sympathy and change the narrative around his latest scandal?
So what happened?
It's hard not to be cynical given his past actions. It remains to be seen how this arrest will impact Justin's career long term. In the short term, he seems determined to push forward with business as usual. His tour is continuing, and he has not canceled any upcoming projects or appearances. However, if Justin is convicted of DWI, he could face fines, license suspension, and even jail time. This could interfere with his ability to tour and perform. There's also the question of how brands and collaborators will react. Will Justin lose endorsement deals or acting roles over this? Justin's music career has already been on a bit of a downswing in recent years. This arrest comes at a time when Justin was likely hoping to mount a comeback of sorts.
I mean, come back in a good way.
Oh, okay, I see what this is. This is where we make a joke like, first he was bringing sexy back and now he's bringing coming back.
One thing is clear, the days of Justin Timberlake as America's golden boy are long gone. The man who once seemed poised to inherit Michael Jackson's King of Pop title is now viewed by many as little more than a problematic has-been, desperately clinging to relevance. That being said, he still isn't as problematic as another celebrity that was also recently arrested. Nicki Minaj, the queen of rap, found herself in handcuffs this year. Watch our next video to find out why she was arrested and who was the mastermind behind it all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the next video shown on the screen.